Toyota has quietly removed 11 features over the years that drivers actually missed. Not gimmicks or unnecessary tech, but real functional systems that made ownership easier, safer, and more reliable. The good news? Toyota is finally bringing them back. Some are returning in 2025 and 2026 models, others through software updates, and a few through aftermarket support that Toyota now officially endorses. These are not minor tweaks. They are features that affect daily driving, long-term reliability, and resale value. Let's start with the first feature Toyota removed and is now restoring. Feature number 1: physical climate control knobs and buttons. For years, Toyota chased the touchscreen trend and buried climate controls inside digital menus. Drivers hated it. Adjusting temperature or fan speed required looking away from the road, tapping through screens, and dealing with lag. It was not just inconvenient, it was unsafe. Physical knobs allow instant tactile control without taking your eyes off traffic. You can feel the click, adjust by memory, and stay focused on driving. Toyota heard the complaints loud and clear. The 2025 4Runner and updated Tacoma models are bringing back dedicated physical climate controls, with large, easy-to-grip knobs for temperature and fan speed. The Land Cruiser 250 series also features traditional heating, ventilation, and air conditioning controls on the center stack, separate from the touchscreen. Toyota realized that efficiency and safety matter more than following design trends. Drivers do not want to hunt through menus while merging onto the highway. They want controls that respond instantly, work in all conditions, and do not require a software update to function properly. Feature number 2: the full-size spare tire. Toyota spent years replacing full-size spare tires with temporary donuts, inflation kits, or nothing at all. The goal was weight reduction and better fuel economy. Drivers, especially those who use their vehicles off-road or who travel in remote areas, felt abandoned. A donut spare limits speed to 50 miles per hour, cannot handle rough terrain, and leaves you stranded if the damage is too severe for a plug kit. Toyota is reversing course. The 2024 and 2025 Tacoma TRD models now come standard with a full-size spare mounted under the bed. The 4Runner TRD Pro and Trail editions also include a full-size spare on the rear tailgate, just like the classic models. Even the Tundra TRD Pro has returned to offering a full-size spare as standard equipment. This is not just about off-road capability, it is about confidence. A full-size spare means you can drive normally after a flat, reach a repair shop safely, and avoid being stuck in rural areas where mobile tire service does not exist. Toyota realized that saving 30 pounds was not worth losing customer trust. Feature number 3: automatic high beam control done right. Toyota introduced automatic high beams years ago, but early systems were frustrating. They toggled on and off too aggressively, blinded oncoming drivers, and turned off too late when vehicles approached. Drivers started disabling the feature entirely because it created more problems than it solved. Toyota has now re-engineered the system. The updated automatic high beam system in 2025 and 2026 models uses faster processors, better camera resolution, and smarter detection logic. It recognizes oncoming headlights and taillights earlier, switches more smoothly, and adjusts beam intensity gradually instead of flashing abruptly. The system now also detects streetlights and urban environments, keeping the high beams off automatically in well-lit areas. This updated version is rolling out across the Camry, RAV4, and Highlander lines. Toyota didn't remove the feature entirely, but they did pull back on forcing it as a default setting. Now it works well enough that drivers actually want to use it. That's the difference between a feature that exists on paper and one that genuinely improves safety. Feature number 4. The manual transmission in the Tacoma. For years, the Tacoma offered a 6-speed manual transmission in TRD and off-road trims. It gave drivers full control over engine braking, crawling, and power delivery in challenging terrain. Then Toyota removed it, citing low demand and emissions regulations. Enthusiasts were furious. The automatic transmission is excellent, but it does not offer the same level of control on steep trails, deep sand, or rock crawling. A manual transmission allows precise throttle modulation, engine braking without relying on electronics, and a direct connection to the vehicle's performance. Toyota has confirmed the manual transmission is returning to select Tacoma models starting in the 2025 model year. It will be available in TRD Off-Road and TRD Pro trims, paired with the turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. The 6-speed manual includes a reinforced clutch, optimized gear ratios for low-end torque, and revised shift linkage for smoother engagement. This decision proves Toyota listens to its core customer base. Off-road drivers, fleet buyers, and enthusiasts all pushed for this return, and Toyota responded. A manual transmission is not just nostalgia. In the right application, it is a functional advantage. Feature number 5, the oil temperature gauge. Older Toyota trucks and SUVs included an oil temperature gauge on the instrument cluster. It gave drivers real-time feedback on engine temperature and oil readiness, which is critical for performance driving, towing, and cold weather starts. Then Toyota replaced it with a simplified coolant temperature gauge, or removed temperature displays altogether in favor of warning lights. That was a mistake. Oil temperature is not the same as coolant temperature. Oil takes longer to warm up, and driving hard on cold oil accelerates wear on timing components, bearings, and piston rings. Towing or high-load driving also raises oil temperature faster than coolant, and drivers need to know when the engine is being stressed. Toyota is reintroducing the oil temperature gauge in the 2025 Tundra TRD Pro and the Land Cruiser 250 series. The gauge appears in the digital instrument cluster and can be customized to show real-time oil temperature, coolant temperature, or transmission fluid temperature. Drivers who tow heavy loads or drive off-road now have the data they need to protect their engines. This is a feature Toyota should have never removed. Monitoring oil temperature is basic engine protection, not an enthusiast luxury. If you made it this far, consider liking this video, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing to my channel. This helps me bring you more honest car advice. Feature number 6, hydraulic power steering. Toyota replaced hydraulic power steering with electric power steering across almost its entire lineup. The reasoning made sense on paper. Electric steering saves fuel, reduces engine load, and allows for driver assist features like lane keeping. But drivers noticed the difference immediately. Electric steering felt numb, disconnected, and it lacked road feedback. Hydraulic steering provided direct, consistent feel that helped drivers sense grip, detect surface changes, and react faster in emergency situations. Toyota is bringing back hydraulic steering in specific applications where driving feel matters most. The 2024 GR Corolla and the 2025 Land Cruiser 250 series both use hydraulic power steering systems. These systems provide the mechanical feedback and steering weight that serious drivers demand. Toyota did not abandon electric steering entirely, but they recognized that certain vehicles benefit from the older, more connected system. Hydraulic steering requires more maintenance and slightly reduces fuel economy, but the trade-off is worth it for drivers who value precision, feedback, and control. This decision shows Toyota understands that not every modern technology is an upgrade. Feature number 7, the traditional key with remote functions. Toyota pushed hard into smart key and push-button start systems, which work great until the battery dies, the system glitches, or you are stuck outside cell service with no backup. Traditional keys with integrated remotes were simple, reliable, and never left drivers stranded. You could unlock the door manually, start the car mechanically, and never worry about software bugs or dead fob batteries leaving you helpless. Toyota is reintroducing mechanical key backups in more models, even those with push-button start. The 2025 4Runner and the Tacoma include hidden mechanical key slots under trim panels near the steering column, and the key itself is built into the smart fob. This hybrid approach gives drivers the convenience of keyless entry with the reliability of a physical backup. The system also works without any battery power in the fob. As long as you have the physical key, you can unlock and start the vehicle manually. Toyota learned that redundancy is not outdated. It is smart engineering. Drivers do not want to be stranded because a $3 battery died at the wrong time. Feature number 8, rear differential lock indicator light. Older Toyota trucks and SUVs with locking rear differentials featured a clear, dedicated indicator light on the dashboard. It told drivers instantly whether the differential lock was engaged, which is critical for off-road driving and recovery situations. Then Toyota moved that information into digital menus or removed it entirely, assuming drivers would just feel the difference. That assumption was wrong. When you are crawling over rocks, stuck in mud, or navigating deep sand, you need to know immediately if the rear differential is locked. Guessing creates drivetrain damage, blown gears, and failed recoveries. Toyota is restoring the rear differential lock indicator as a dedicated dashboard light in the 2025 4Runner TRD Pro, Tacoma TRD Pro, and Land Cruiser 250 series. The light is large, easy to see, and positioned where off-road drivers expect it. It also includes an audible chime when the lock engages or disengages. This is a small detail, but it prevents expensive mistakes. Off-road driving requires precise control, and drivers need clear feedback from their vehicle's systems. A buried menu option does not cut it when you're on a trail. Feature number 9, the front bench seat option. For decades, Toyota trucks offered a front bench seat that could seat 3 passengers across. It was practical for work trucks, fleet vehicles, and families who needed maximum seating capacity. Toyota removed it, citing safety regulations, airbag requirements, and customer preference for bucket seats and center consoles. Many buyers, especially commercial users and large families, missed that option. A bench seat allows 6-passenger seating in a crew cab, which matters for contractors, farm workers, and anyone who needs to move a full crew without a second vehicle. Toyota has confirmed that a front bench seat option is returning to the Tacoma in select work truck and fleet configurations starting in 2025. The seat includes a fold-down center armrest, 3-point seat belts for all positions, and side impact airbags integrated into the seat design. It meets all modern safety standards while restoring the practicality that made Toyota trucks legendary in the first place. Work truck buyers do not care about panoramic sunroofs or ambient lighting. They care about hauling people and gear reliably. Feature number 10, the inclinometer and pitch and roll gauges. Older Toyota 4Runners, Land Cruisers, and FJ Cruisers included inclinometers that displayed the vehicle's pitch and roll angle in real time. These gauges helped off-road drivers understand the vehicle's position on steep terrain, avoid rollovers, and navigate obstacles safely. Then Toyota removed them, assuming off-road drivers would rely on feel or aftermarket accessories. Toyota is bringing back the inclinometer in the 2025 4Runner TRD Pro and in the Land Cruiser 250 series. The digital display shows pitch, roll, and steering angle in real time, and it is integrated into the off-road drive mode screen. The system also includes visual and audible warnings when the vehicle approaches unsafe angles. This feature is critical for safe off-road driving. Knowing your exact angle prevents rollovers, helps with obstacle navigation, and builds driver confidence on challenging trails. Removing it was a cost-cutting decision that hurt Toyota's reputation with serious off-road users. Bringing it back proves Toyota is recommitting to that community. Feature number 11, the CD player. Yes, the CD player. For years, Toyota removed CD players from almost every model, assuming everyone had switched to Bluetooth streaming and smartphone integration. Many drivers, especially older owners and those in rural areas with poor cell service, still rely on CD players for music, audiobooks, and offline entertainment. Streaming requires data, drains phone batteries, and does not work in remote areas. CD players are simple, reliable, and never buffer. Toyota is reintroducing CD players as available options in select 2025 and 2026 models, particularly in fleet and commercial trims. The Tacoma and Tundra work truck configurations now offer CD players integrated into the base infotainment system. It is a small feature, but it acknowledges that not every driver lives in a connected urban area. Some need offline entertainment, and Toyota is recognizing that reality. This decision shows Toyota values practical features over chasing tech trends. A CD player costs almost nothing to include, and for the drivers who need it, it is a significant quality of life feature. These 11 features prove that Toyota is listening to real-world feedback. Toyota removed features to chase fuel economy, reduce costs, or follow industry trends. But drivers pushed back, and Toyota responded. Full-size spares, manual transmissions, physical climate controls, and proper gauges are not luxuries. They are functional tools that make Toyota vehicles more reliable, more capable, and easier to live with every single day. Toyota's decision to bring them back shows a company that values long-term customer loyalty over short-term marketing wins. If you are enjoying this video, consider watching the next one. Thank you.